Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah. Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, you join in with me. Come with me, help me say. Turn your radio on. You gotta. Turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, got to turn them up. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them up. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Yep. Sometimes that's all I can say. Yep. Man. How far I've come is really unbelievable. But I finally figured it out, man. God allowed me to have the life I've had so that I can become experienced at so many different things. And in this experience, when I'm talking and sharing with people, I will be able to relate to a lot of different circumstances. Not exact, but just the circumstances, you know. If a person comes to me and they say, man, I've been down and out. Okay, well, I know what that is. Man, I didn't have any direction. Okay, got that, been there. Man, at one point in time, man, I just kept piling mistake on top of mistake. Okay, been there, done that too. So, I think what I'm trying to say to everybody is when you're going through life and life is dealing the cards that it deals, I want you to understand that life deals everybody these cards. The disappointment card, the setback card, the failure card, the mishap card, the unexpected misery card. Everybody gonna get the grief card. Everybody gonna get the rash of bad decision card. Everybody gonna get them. Understand that going in, that everybody is gonna get these cards. Is how you play them, though. From time to time, one more time, it's how you play them. From time to time when I'm watching TV, I love to watch the World Series of Poker. I like watching poker tournaments on TV because it's really weird what's happened to sport, to poker. They're actually trying to call it a sport, and it's the everyday guy that doesn't have to be athletically inclined or anything, who has a shot of winning a title if they play their cards right. The best poker players in the world don't have the best hands. They just make the best plays. I've seen guys win a hand with 9-2 in their hand. That's nothing. And win their hand because they knew the bluff. They knew the odds. They calculated risk. They made the stakes higher than the other person was willing to pay. They gave off the illusion that they had something when in actuality they had nothing. So what I enjoy about poker and watching it is that these people here play the hand they dealt. And it ain't always a good hand. But it ain't whether your hand is good. And it ain't whether you're going to get dealt bad cards or not, because you're going to get dealt some bad cards. Everybody ain't finna get 2 bullets in their hand. You ain't finna get 2 aces when you get dealt, when you play and draw poker. Some of your cards going to be nothing, but you got to turn that nothing into something. So when you get dealt these cards in life, it ain't the fact that you keep getting them dealt. I was talking with a young person yesterday, and we were talking. And we keep having the same conversation over and over and over. And they could not understand why they were not moving forward. But I said, you don't understand. Every time we talk, we have the exact same conversation. It is simply because you keep getting your cards and you playing them the same way. See, until you make a conscious decision to do something different, the results will continue to be the same. See, here's the way this works. When you're dealt the disappointments in life, it's how you handle the disappointments that determine the outcome and who you are. Because everybody going to be disappointment. Everybody going to lose a loved one. Everybody going to make a bad decision. Everybody going to wake up one morning and have done something they regretted. Everybody going to get caught at the wrong time. Everybody gonna make a mistake. It ain't just you. It is how you play your cards when they get dealt to you that determine who you are. Now, how do I play my cards better? First of all, it's a mindset. Quit looking at everything as just the end when it happens to you. Oh, Lord, woe is me. No, everybody got your circumstances somewhere. It ain't, oh, woe is me. It's, hold on, man, okay. Let me play this out to see how God done connected this to something else. See, soon as a person have a setback, what's the first thing a lot of people do? They go straight negative. I can't seem to get a break. I can't seem to move forward. Hold on, man. Do you realize this could be connected to something? But if you take the negative position all the time, this setback could be connected to something good that's going to happen for you in just a few days, weeks, months, or a year, or years. But it all works for the good. See, you got to understand, man, that this thing is all connected, that you're not having these mishaps and these spills and accidents and falls for no reason. It's so you can become experienced at them. So when he takes you to the next level, when it happens again, you'll have know-how and how to handle it. But if you keep handling it wrong, if you don't ever handle the mishaps correctly, if you keep throwing yourself off the cliff every time something happens, come on, man. You just going to be a cliff diver. You just, every time something pop off, oh, here I go, out the plane without the parachute. Man, stop tripping yourself out. I was talking to this young person, I kept saying, and you know what they tried to tell me? They said, I'm trying to stay positive. This is what they told me. I'm trying to stay positive, but the people around here, they just killing that. They just kill it. Whoa. Oh, that's what our problem is. Oh, I see. So when you learn something and you know something, you don't take ownership of it. You allow other people to come into what you know and believe and shake it loose from you. I don't care who you are, you're not doing me like that. You are not doing me like that. And don't let nobody do that to you. Here's the deal. I have a gift that was given to me from God. That is the gift of comedy. That's what I've done. I've made the bulk of my living on that skill set right there. There are comedians who are supposedly friends of mine, who I've worked with, who get around in huddles with one another, and they say, man, Steve really ain't funny. I don't see what they be laughing at. He ain't funny to me. He wasn't the funniest king to me. He wasn't the funniest that to me. Hey, excuse me. You're irrelevant in this conversation, sir, if I really want to be truthful with you. You're irrelevant in this conversation. Because irregardless as to how you feel about me, there are people think that I'm knocked down, keel over funny. But more importantly, I own the gift that God gave to me. I take ownership of his blessing. What God has done for me, I claim it and own it. Because you don't think it's so. You ain't taking that from me. Stop letting people steal your joy. Stop letting people take what you're supposed to know. Look, I'm a kind person at heart. Man, you ain't nothing. Now you sitting here going, man, I guess I ain't. What you tripping for? You are a kind person. Own that. Take ownership of it. Stop letting things God has given you be taken away from others. The devil's a cold player, and he got cold players working for him, just shaking, just taking stuff from you. You know, I'm a hard worker. I really am intelligent. You stupid. Ooh, you stupid. Man, I thought I was a hard worker, man. They came in here and said I was stupid, man. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. What? Excuse me. You're a very bright person. Hey, y'all, take ownership. When God gives you something, blesses you with a gift, a talent, a skill set, a mindset, own it. Don't let people come in here and take it from you, man. Okay, I probably shouldn't have went there.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, players, everybody, let me have your attention. Today is not going to be another one of them days. Today is a new day. New day. New day.
New day.
What day is it?
A new day.
A new day.
Gonna be a new day.
Is that a song?
It's
Wait.
something says
day.
a song.
Wait.
Oh,
what?
yeah,
Yeah.
that's that.
Yeah, Shirley Murdoch.
Yeah.
A new day brings reality and
I was going to say,
Remember
why
that?
is it aggravating?
Yeah, I said, is that a song?
Well, it's gonna be that.
And tell me, I heard you say nude day.
Well, you know,
I heard
put a little
you.
put a little naked in your day, son.
Tommy,
too
it's
early
too
for all of
cold
that.
to be naked, okay?
and
it's
early.
too cold.
We just got here. We just put our clothes on.
Let's get it cracking.
Oh, it's gonna crack if you naked. If you naked right outside.
Yeah, it's a little chilly out.
It's a little chilly.
How you
Happy
feel?
Wait till it warm up, as the old people say, warm up.
How you feel? How you feel,
Warm
Steve?
up. Steve, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, warm up.
It's
Go
warm.
on in there and warm up.
Warm that up. Go on, it's in the kitchen on top of it, and just warm it up and eat it. Nothing wrong
Yeah.
with it.
Warm.
Old people had a house hot no matter what time of the year.
I
it
can't
is.
say a
It be
word. I'm
hot.
not going to even.
Oh,
Hey, man,
my
let me tell
mom
you
used to
something,
have
man.
like an
A
oven.
couple of
can't
years
say a
ago,
word.
we did, I took my family out on Thanksgiving and we delivered meals, meals on wheels, and we delivered all day, to families in need. We went into this old lady's house.
Come on.
Hey, man, it was so
on hell.
hot in there.
It's on hell.
And soon as I walked in, Lord Jesus,
What?
not you. What is you doing down here, baby?
What?
Did the TV people know you down here? She went to her window and looked out the corner. Ain't no police with you? I said, no, ma'am. Oh, Lord, you want me to call my nephews? I said, for what? So they can watch over you. I said, ma'am, I'm from here. I heard you was, but you don't, what time is it? I said, it's 12:30. Oh, you got a little time. Want you to be gone. You gonna stay till it's dark? I said, not here. I got to do a lot of other houses. Oh, I thought you were gonna stay a while. I said, no, I'm gonna just drop this off. I got some more houses to take care of. I said all that to say it was the hottest house I've ever been in my entire life. And that conversation we had was taking too damn long.
I have reached that age. I'm at that point in my life.
That hot stage, Jay?
Yeah, man, it's got to be hot.
Really?
Yeah, my room is my kids won't even come see me. It's too hot over there, Dad. I can't.
Oh, that's the reason you made it hot. Your evil ass.
Hey, listen, coming up at 32 after the hour, guys, we're going to start the morning off with a question, and it's this. What's something you want to say to your significant other, but you're scared? We'll do that at 32 after, right after
no,
this.
the hell we ain't.
Oh,
no,
yes.
we not.
Oh, yes.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, now, anyone in a relationship knows that no matter how much you love someone, kissy, smoochy, all of that, how much you love them, there are things about them that get on your nerves. Okay? A Reddit poll asked, what's the one thing you wish you could say to your spouse or your mate, but you cannot bring yourself to say it because you know it's going to cause World War III up in there. Some had, like little bitty gripes, like mild gripes.
We can just go with that. I got one.
All right. Oh.
Why don't you shut up?
Whoa.
Okay, let me.
That's not me. Let's better be clear, baby.
Okay,
That's not me.
Let me ask this question before you jump the gun, Mr. Harvey.
You said what you want to say, but you don't say because you scared.
To your spouse or your mate or your significant other. Did you miss that part? Is there something you want to say to your wife, your significant other, but you're too scared to say? I'll say it one more time.
Why is my answer not sufficient?
It's not that it's not sufficient.
You got a lot of aggression on you.
Yes.
Too,
Are you serious
holding
right
that in
now?
for a while.
Oh, don't act like, see what killed me now. Now here these two fools all of a sudden is concerned with their
No. I
Christianity.
totally agree with you. This is the time I definitely agree with you. Every
But then
man
that's
wants to
what
say-
this is about.
Every man wants to say that. He
And that's
really
what I say
wants
for
to
them.
Say it.
Do you wait? So what do you, as the only wife here, do you guys think that Nesto wants to say that to me?
Hell
yeah. With everything in him.
You know what he want to say, Shirley? When the hell you gonna cook something around here that ain't gonna kill me?
No, Shirley.
What?
He has thought that.
Yeah.
He's thought that?
Every man.
Tell
Every
him.
man.
Really? Okay then.
Believe it or not, there are times in a relationship, and I've been in a lot, when a man really don't want to hear what you got to say at all.
At all.
At all. At all.
Okay, now I understand. I get that. Okay. But to say it like you said it, Steve.
But you
so
said
aggressive-
it.
had
What-
a- he
No,
had that.
you said,
I said,
what
is
is
there-
something you want to say,
to your
But
wife.
you're-
but you
Right.
to your wife or spouse, but you can't because you scared.
Right. You just
Shut your
This is what my husband is thinking.
Yeah.
Shirley.
Not all the time,
Shirley.
but I'm sure there's been
Not all the
some
time. Shirley,
I'm
we thought
devastated.
that when y'all be right.
I'm devastated.
There's some things I want to say now.
Yeah.
All right,
Come on, Tommy, give me
real
one of
blood.
them.
Come on, Tommy.
Are we ever gonna do it when I want to do it? Huh? You the one pick and choose all the damn time? Hell.
That's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys really have stuff on your
You said
your
what
heart.
you want to say.
Yes, but are
but
you-
you're afraid to say it.
I didn't think you would say that.
Okay, I got one.
Come
Every
on,
man
Jay.
has wanted to say this.
What?
Every man. You think you can cook that meal, but you cannot. You ain't never got it right.
The hatred that I have built up
It's
in my
not
heart
hatred.
right now for you
These are
guys.
things we have
It's
not
in here.
said, Shirley. No man has said it.
All right, come on, Steve. You have more? Dang. Something you want to say to your wife or significant other that you're too scared to say.
Oh.
You just like your mama.
God.
I got one.
No, here it is.
No,
Here
okay.
it is.
Yeah, Tommy first.
Just cause you having these damn hot flashes don't mean I'm having them.
Oh,
Okay?
I got one.
All right, come
Every
on,
man.
Jay. I hate all
Yes, that dress makes your butt look big, okay?
Yes.
of you. No, I don't want to hear that.
I got one.
What?
You ready?
What?
Hell no, I don't like what you got on, but we got to get out of here because we late already.
You've only changed 10 times.
So, baby, you like this? Oh, yeah. Come on, baby. Yeah, we good. Oh, you nailed it. That's it. Hit it. Bam.
Now we
Go ahead.
we
Tommy.
saying what we want to say.
What you want to say, but you can't
What
say
you
it.
want to say, but you're too
See,
scared
Tommy.
to
See, this
say
how
it.
scared you are. You trying to
know.
You
make
can't
sure
go
you
with the
don't get it
bit, huh?
wrong.
Man, okay, let me make sure. Here it is. The girl I had before we got married knew how to cook some damn gumbo.
Oh.
This is what the hell she was doing.
Oh,
Okay.
Tommy.
Okay.
Tommy, you can't say that. Though.
Okay.
Oh, no. No, but you can say what you said. It's all the same.
Hell no, Shirley,
Ooh.
All right, I got one.
Wait till I see Nesto.
Okay, I got one. Every man is one to say it.
What?
You ask me if she's fine, and I'ma answer. Yes, she is fine. Fine as hell.
So this is what you guys are holding in. Okay, all right. Is there something you want to say to your wife or significant other that you're too afraid to say? Steve, anything else to get off your chest? What?
Well, I guess you got one right quick, Tommy.
I don't love you like that. I don't love you like that. Right there. That right there, I don't love you like that. But I'm just telling you.
You want another one?
Yes, that's what.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh God. Oh.
Yeah. I wish I never had met your ass.
I got one to close it out. This is really good.
I wish I had never met your ass.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
Okay. Sometimes you just do that too hard. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yes, come on now.
This has to be like.
Thank you, Jay.
Like that movie that's out with Taraji P. Henson, What Men Want. You know, she can read their thoughts.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, but
Every
Jay just
woman
said-
can't read her husband's thoughts. I hate all of you. I really do right now.
Oh, man.
I really do.
Well, you know.
All right, coming up next, it is the nephew with Run That Prank Back. I hate all of you, Steve, Tommy, and Jay, today, right now. I hate you.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, guys, Miss Ann will be here with our national news. And I'll have some entertainment news for you. But right now, it is the nephew here with Run That Prank Back. Nephew, what you got?
It's that Oak Treeosity. Oak Treeosity.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Marvin, please.
Yeah, this is Marvin speaking.
Marvin, hi. I'm calling you from Dr. office. I'm actually the lab technician. And you came in and got a physical, I guess, about a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's my understanding this is for your occupation, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, you're in that. What do you do for a living when you're a
Oh, yeah, I'm a truck driver.
Okay. Now, I was giving you a call about, I'm here looking at your records and all the testings that you actually went through. Wow. Let's see. Have you had any activity or any problems around your navel area?
Nah, everything been fine.
Okay.
Everything all right, huh?
Yeah, everything's fine, but I mean, you haven't had any type of nothing, no breakout or anything around your navel or whatsoever?
Nah, man. The second time you asked me about my navel. Nah, everything going straight, man.
Okay.
I'm trying to see what's going on, man. What's happening?
Okay. Actually, you've been diagnosed with oak treeositis. And oak treeositis is actually a fungus that comes out of South America. And you have no activity whatsoever around your navel?
Nah, man, quit asking me the same thing, man. Oak treeositis.
It's oak treeositis, sir. And what
you say that?
What that is actually you if you haven't had it yet, you say you haven't had any activity, there's going to be like a small little tree that's going to be growing from your navel. And it gets about 6 inches long, and it probably bears about 25 to 30 leaves on it, but it's very small.
Whoa, run that back by me. You see a tree going to be growing out my navel.
It's going to be a small tree, and what's going to happen is I'm going to have to get you to come back in probably in the next month. We're going to need you to come in so we can check it out, but it's got to grow its fullest potential before we can actually do anything to it.
Nah, I can't come in no month. I got to come in today, man. Somebody got to tell me what's going on, man. Get this problem resolved, man, because I'm finna get married, man.
Well, we can't. It has to grow its fullest potential, sir. And the full term is actually like about 4 weeks before we can actually.
Man, I'm not waiting for no 4 weeks, man. Somebody got to come tell me something right now, man. I ain't finna go married, man, and have to fly out of town, man, and have something growing out my navel, man. Y'all going crazy, man.
Sir, oak treeositis is something that's very rare. We were actually getting this assignment from overseas in South America on how to treat this.
Man, I don't give a damn. Where is it, man? Somebody's going to have to come give me some help right now, man. I'm finna get ready to get married, man. I'm not finna be putting up with it, man. Somebody in this office, man, got to come down here and do something for me, man. And what you say, if you say I can cut it out myself?
Sir, the best I can do is probably trim it a bit, and maybe knock a few leaves off, but I cannot touch the full stalk at all.
Man, you can cut this, put a Band-Aid, do something
sir,
to it,
if
man.
you cut it, there's a
possibility right now, man.
You cannot, sir. If you cut it, there's a possibility of hemorrhaging, and you're going to really create a bigger problem than what you have already.
Man, that I'm trying to get this pulled out, man. You didn't tell me can't nobody in that I'm driving down there to get this pulled out, man. I'm finna get married in 2 weeks, man. We finna fly to Jamaica and can't now. Somebody can do this for me. I pull this out my self.
Sir, you cannot pull it out. You're going to create
that, man.
You're going to create a bigger problem if you try to pull it out, sir.
The problem is already there. I'm trying to get this hammer, man. You mean to tell me that big hospital ain't now there can't even help me?
Sir,
what you want me to do,
sir,
man?
it's not something.
Man, I have poking out of my stomach, and you telling me it ain't you can do, man.
Sir, oak treocetus is not something that we treat all the time. Like I said, it hails from South America. So we got.
I don't give a if it hails from Great Britain. Somebody at the hospital supposed to come down there and help me pull this off, man.
Sir, I understand what you're going through, but we have to let it grow its full term, which is 4 weeks, sir. The full root of it.
Letting it grow, man. I ain't finna let it grow, man. Finna go down right now, man. Y'all gonna have to do something, man.
Sir, there's nothing we can do. We can probably trim it a little bit.
The trim, get some chainsaw and cut this, man. Do something.
Sir, there's nothing we can do at this point but sit back and wait and let it grow its full term, okay? Can we get
I'm not doing no waiting, man. Somebody finna help me right now, man.
Sir, can we get an appointment for you in the next 4 to 5 weeks? Can we do that?
No, you got to get an appointment for me today. I'm finna get married, man. I'm finna fly to Jamaica. Man, I can't have no sticking out of me. I can't even sit at the airport, man. You gonna embarrass me like that, man? Have sticking out my neighbor. You crazy?
Sir, I understand it, and like I said, oak treocetus is very rare, and it's something that we haven't treated that many times here in the States. But overseas, the message that we're getting is that we need to let it grow its full term.
So you mean to tell me ain't nobody in America got oak tree? What the is the name of that man?
It's oak treocetus, sir.
So how the I get it if don't nobody else in America got it?
Sir, I could not believe that you were coming up with oak treocetus here in the States. It's something very rarely seen here. There's been 2 people in the past that's been diagnosed with this, and they actually passed away.
So now you're telling me some done died, and you're going to tell me 3 weeks. Man, I'm coming down there today, man. Somebody finna do something for me,
Sir,
man.
there's nothing that we can do today until 4 to 5 weeks.
Man, I got to go get married. I'm flying to Jamaica, man. Did you hear what I just said, man?
I'm hearing what you're saying, but I can't do anything if you don't see the tree already coming out of the navel yet.
Cut the off. Somebody got to do something now. Damn, what you want me to do, man?
I don't know what I want you to do, sir, but I have one more thing I can tell you.
Yeah, well, what you got to say, man?
Are you listening?
I'm listening to you, man.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy Earl.
Man, you gotta be kidding me, man. Damn, man, tell that man, I'm gonna kick that out my way, man. Man, you too, Nephew Tommy, man. Y'all have me going crazy as hell, man. I'm looking all of my damn neighbor thinking the tree finna grow out this, man. I'm on the air, man.
No, you ain't on the air right now.
Man, I'm already nervous and finna get married in 2 weeks. Crazy, man. Damn.
Hey, man, I got one more thing to ask you, Marvin, man. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show. If you're listening, your ass is out the way. Yeah, you out of there.
That's oak treocetus. That was for Carla right there, Shirley.
Feel better, Carla. That's her favorite
better,
one,
baby.
yeah.
Earl, your ass is out the way. You understand that? You out the way. Killeen, Texas, the nephew is coming to town, baby. February 14th, 15th, and 16th. Twice as Funny Comedy Club. Tickets on sale right now. Y'all get them. The nephew is coming. All you troops out there, I'm coming to visit the base and hang out with y'all a little bit on Saturday. But that's what I do. Miles a giver. I give back to wounded veterans. West Palm Beach, Florida. I will be there February 22nd, 23rd, and 24th at the Improv. Tickets on sale right now.
Thank you, nephew. Coming up at the top of the hour, Miss Ann will be here with our national news. In entertainment news, I'll tell you that Rihanna has been up to something. I'll tell you what that is, and I have some sad news about a legendary soap opera star. That's all coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Donald Trump, our president, has accepted newly sworn-in House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's updated invitation to address a joint session of Congress. That'll be tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. It'll be Trump's second State of the Union address where he will lay out his agenda for his third year in office. Although Trump has reopened the government fully, the continued standoff about border wall funding goes on and will play a big part in his speech. Former Georgia gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams will be giving the Democratic rebuttal to Mr. Trump's address. That's good news. I'm sure she'll have a lot to say. In entertainment news, we're excited about our girl Rihanna. She has a brand new album on the horizon. A studio producer confirmed to Us Weekly that, yes, Rihanna has about 500 new songs for this project. But, of course, it's only one album, so they'll probably only choose about 10. So she'll have 490 left over. 400.
500?
500 new songs. That's like Prince territory, right?
Yeah, that's a vault.
I mean, that must be 500 people have submitted songs.
Well, it's just for
That's
her.
a lot of
yeah, that's a lot. And they're only picking 10, you know, how albums go. Also in sad news, this is really sad news for Young and the Restless fans. Actor Christoph St. John, he has died. Christoph played the role of Neil Winters on Young and the Restless. He was in that role since 1991. It was a role that earned him 10 NAACP Image Awards. Law enforcement sources reported that one of Christoph's friends went to check on him at his home in the San Fernando Valley in Los Angeles and found his body. Paramedics pronounced Christoph dead on the scene. Yeah, you remember him. Yeah. Pronounced him dead on the scene and reported that there was no sign of foul play, but one force says that alcohol may have played a role. So, I don't know.
Oh, man.
R.I.P.
He's been around a long
time. Long time. So we're just, Christoph, and condolences to his family. Rest in peace. I remember in Young.
You know what? I'm pretty sure I met him backstage somewhere, man. Introduced
did
him
a lot of work, man.
as a presenter somewhere.
Oh, wow.
We didn't know each other well at all, but I do remember making contact with him at an award show. I introduced him or something like that.
Okay. All right.
But that's sad, man.
Yeah, it really is. It really, really is. You never think about it. I remember when I used to watch Young and the Restless, he and Shamar Moore played brothers on that show, and he just got engaged in August, too, we understand.
Wow. Hey, and
Christoph St. John.
Condolences goes out to his family.
Absolutely.
And on another note, hey, I wasn't, we kind of touched on it yesterday. I wasn't aware of any Super Bowl boycott. Did you all know about a Super Bowl boycott?
In New Orleans, there was one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had one.
Yeah, I know that one.
No, they had.
Okay.
But I know that Rihanna and Cardi B said they weren't performing at the Super Bowl to support Colin Kaepernick.
Right. When they initially asked them, they turned the halftime performance down.
Right. I mean, I didn't know of any organized boycott.
No, I don't think it was anything organized. No, people were talking about it. Yes.
The whole French Quarter did a blackout, just to let you know.
Oh, wow.
And you really boycotting this game wouldn't have hurt nobody because it wasn't nothing to see, man.
The lowest scoring game in the history of the Super Bowl.
No. Let's quit calling it that. The worst game we've ever seen played in the Super Bowl.
The worst? Wow.
No, I've never seen the worst game.
That's pretty bad.
Well, Steve, let's go to national news with Miss Ann, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, everybody, and good morning. President Trump makes his State of the Union speech, as Shirley said in it tonight. It's around 9 o'clock, by the way, Eastern. He's expected to lay out his case again for his $5.5 billion with-a-bee border wall. Now, right now, the White House and congressional Democrats remain far apart on border security funding, and there's no indication that they're going to get any closer to a compromise by the new shutdown or emergency declaration deadline, which is February 15th, fast approaching. And yes, Georgia's Stacey Abrams has been selected to deliver the Democratic rebuttal to the speech. Abrams, the black woman who ran and almost won the governorship of the Peach State last November, is considered a rising star in the Democratic Party. Still no resolution in the situation involving Virginia Governor Ralph Northam and that unearthed medical school yearbook page photo. But House Speaker Kirk Cox, who's a Republican, says that nobody's actually thinking of throwing Northam out of office at this point.
On impeachment, that's a very high standard. And so I think that's why we've called for the resignation. We hope that's what the governor does. I think that would obviously be less pain for everyone.
Well, so far, Northam says he will not step down, but just in case he does, his Lieutenant Governor, Justin Fairfax, would lead the State House. And Justin Fairfax happens to be an African-American, by the way, and he is really slamming the Washington Post this morning because they're printing a story, an allegation from the same right-wing website that unearthed that photo, claiming that Fairfax sexually assaulted a woman a few years back at the Democratic National Convention. He says that's a lie, and that he's very, very upset that the Washington Post printed it. The Washington Post does admit in the article, apparently, that they have not been able to verify that allegation. The campaign manager of Northam's challenger, meanwhile, seems miffed at the Republican Governors Association. Ed Gillespie lost. His campaign manager tells Fox News that the Republican Governors Association was responsible for all that so-called opposition research, digging up dirt on people, and wonders aloud how that racist snapshot of Northam wasn't turned up by them last year during that election. Automaker General Motors has reportedly begun handing out pink slips to about 4,000 salaried workers as part of a restructuring of the company. GM reportedly slashing jobs in its information technology units in Texas and Michigan, Arizona, and Georgia. And I hate to end this on a sad note, but I have to. Yes, Christophe St. John is dead. Officials say that the body of the 52-year-old actor who played Neil Winters on The Young and the Restless, discovered at his California home. No official cause of death mentioned, but TMZ reports that alcohol might have been involved. St. John's 24-year-old son Julian committed suicide in 2014. He's been grieving ever since. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, it is time for Ask Steve. Here's a question from a listener. It says, Steve, I've been dating a guy for 6 months, and we are both very involved in our church. Now, when we first met, I told him that I was practicing celibacy, and he was okay with it. Now he is ready to have sex, and I'm not. My friends tell me I'm stupid, and I'm going to lose a good man. Am I really being stupid, Steve?
Well, you're not being stupid. Of course not. Those are your values and morals, and you make decisions for your life, what you think is best. The majority of your friends is calling you stupid. Are they in a committed relationship? Are they married? How do they know what's right for you? And what you decide to do is the right thing. That you and this dude go to the same church, and you both agreed. But now, let's just have a real conversation here. It is easier to say you're going to wait for marriage than it actually is to wait for marriage.
Yes, it is. Especially if you're dating on a regular basis. Yes.
And especially if you've had sex before. Yes. Hard to say no to that.
Yeah. What are we waiting? It ain't good when we get to it. What is it?
Yeah. There's a use-by date on it.
Yeah.
No,
Really?
it's not. I'm sorry.
Really,
I'm sorry.
Jay?
Y'all two stay out there. I'm just telling you, the young lady, that it's hard to do that.
No, that's
It
real
is.
talk. It is, Steve. That's
It is.
real. It is.
And the guy who said he could do it, he through now. And I'm not mad at the guy for wanting you, because that's the human nature of it. So you and he need to sit down and constantly have talks. Now, I've heard other people say, there are other things y'all could do. And I don't know what that is, but...
Wait, what, Steve? What did you just say?
I said I've heard people say there's other things y'all can do. I don't know what that is. You didn't hear that from Steve.
That won't lead to having sex?
Some kind of way we gonna be laying down.
Shirley,
whatever
I
we
just
need.
said I have heard people say there's
Yeah.
other things that two people can do instead of having sex. Now, based on the sex that I've had, I can think of no replacement.
All right, look, we got to go. Coming up at 34, enough of this foolishness. 34 after, Jay's going to have some comedy roulette for us, and that is your favorite thing, Steve.
He loves it.
Right
especially
after this, when you
He
explain
loves
it. Yeah, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time for comedy roulette. Jay, please do the honors and explain. Go ahead.
Look at the look on his face.
He'll be all right.
Priceless.
I know, right? He hates this part. You got to do it, though. Go ahead.
Anything. You take 4 subjects, because we're all comedians, we can do this. You put those 4 subjects one at a time on a wheel that goes around and around. When that wheel spins round and around and around, where that wheel stops, because we're all comedians, we'll do the damn thing.
All right, here we go with the topics. Things you hide in the fridge from other people. All right, lies you tell yourself when you're running out of gas.
Yeah.
What you say to yourself when you get dumped. And what you say when you oversleep. Spin the wheel, Cat.
Spun it. Spun the wheel.
I like what you say to yourself when you oversleep. But it's what you say to yourself when you get dumped. I want to hear this one. Let's go, guys.
Let me start it off.
Come on.
Hey, I was going to go into service anyway, so this relationship wasn't going to work out anyway.
In the army.
I didn't really want her no way. It was her best friend I really wanted, honestly. To be honest with you.
Work it out for yourself, yes.
Yeah.
What you say to yourself when you get dumped, Steve.
You the one crazy. I ain't crazy. Hey.
All right, Jay, what you say to yourself?
Stuff you say to yourself when you break up. Trust me, your breath was going to break us up.
You know, I didn't really care for you making me wear all that leather in the bedroom anyway, so I'm glad we ain't doing this no more. This leather, I'm chafed now.
Come on, Steve, what you say to yourself when you get dumped.
I was just about to text her anyway right after breakfast.
Stuff you say to yourself when you break up. I don't know how to tell you this, but I never did like your dog. How about that?
Oh, not the puppy.
You know, truth be told, my baby mama want me back anyway. Truth be told. Ain't worried about this right here.
What you say to yourself when you get dumped.
I bet you I can find somebody else.
Come on, Shay.
Stuff you say to yourself when you get done. And just in case you get ready to call me, I have blocked all your numbers.
Oh, he's hurt. Ooh, he's hurt.
What?
He's hurt. He hurt.
You know what? You know what?
What?
You know what, Tommy? She'll be back. Because don't nobody do that little thing that I do. Don't nobody else do that. She'll be back.
That's third person Tommy right there.
He hurt. Oh, he hurt.
He's hurt, yeah. What you say to yourself when you get dumped, Steve?
You ain't the first person to leave me. You think you doing something. You think you doing something. That ain't nothing. I've been left before. It's gonna be like you doing something.
Stuff you say to yourself when you get done. I don't know how to tell you this, but the white girl was checking me out anyway.
Oh, yeah, right. Throw that in there, yeah.
You know what?
What?
You know what, Tommy? We're going to get our life together. We're going to start going to church, and we're going to just let the Lord find somebody for us. We're going to let the Lord find somebody for us.
That's a good one. Yeah, she cut him deep. She cut him deep. One more, Steve. Close it out. Huh?
Hey. My lips ain't that big.
Up next, the nephew.
She done cussed him out on the way.
With the prank phone call right after this. Great job, guys.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. Subject, could her ex be my next? That is the subject for today's strawberry letter. Could her ex be my next? But right now, the nephew is in the building with today's prank phone call. Tommy, what do you have for us today, sir?
No games today, Shirley.
Oh.
Aqua Boogie, here it is. No games today. It's Aqua Boogie for you. Run it.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Quincy, please.
This is.
Hey, how are you? My name is Maurice. Maurice calling you from the power company. How you doing today?
I'm all right. What's up?
Well, listen, we're doing some testing in your neighborhood. We're trying to make sure we don't have to actually shut the power down out there. And we're calling around to quite a few people in your neighborhood, running some tests on individual homes and making sure the electricity is running correctly. Can I get you to do a few things for me and see if, and the quicker we get through with this, sir, and it's a possibility we won't have to turn your power off at all. I know you don't want us to have to come out and turn power off, and you got stuff in your refrigerator that can spoil and things like that. So we want to try to get this done, and hopefully the power with the test that we run, it'll run correctly, and we won't have to do anything. Okay?
I don't know nothing about no electricity though. You know what I'm saying? So.
No. I understand that. Don't worry about that.
All right.
Here's what I need you to do. Now, how big is your house? How many bedrooms you got?
4 bedrooms.
4 bedrooms. Now, you have upstairs or downstairs?
It's 2-story.
Okay. All right. So here's what we need to do. If you can.
This ain't gonna take long though, right? Cause I'm in a hurry, man. I ain't gonna have a lot of time.
No. This won't take long at all, sir. Can I get you to take your breaker and shut down everything upstairs, and we're gonna run a test on the stuff downstairs right now. It'll be real quick.
All right. Just shut everything off.
I want you to keep the downstairs open and keep that so we can run our test on this thing.
All right. Everything's shut. Everything's down.
Okay, you turned off
everything.
Upstairs.
I just turned off all the switches.
Okay, here's what I need you to do. I need you to turn on your television and then turn it off.
Downstairs?
Downstairs. How many TVs you got downstairs?
I got 2 TVs downstairs.
Let's turn them both on.
Hang on. Just turn them on?
Yeah, just turn them on. You got them on?
I got one on. Hang on.
Let's try to turn that other one on.
All right, they both on.
Okay, now you got a microwave in your kitchen?
Yeah, I got a microwave.
Okay, turn that on.
It's already on, man. I can see the lights on. It's got the clock on it.
That's got that double H-tron thing that's going through there. It's a whole different type of current. I just want to
I don't know nothing about what you're talking about, but I got to get to work, man. So the microwave's on. It's running.
No. I want you to actually turn it on. I want you to actually push like a minute or two on that thing.
What's that got to do with anything, man? Come on now. I mean, what I got to do?
No, this is a test, sir. What I don't want to have to do is come out there and turn your power off. And I don't want to do that. You got a lot of food in your fridge, I'm sure, right?
All right. Hey, look, it's on. Microwave's on. TV's on.
Okay. Now, open your refrigerator.
Man. The electricity works downstairs.
Okay, but listen now. I know, but what we got to do is we got to make sure that this stuff isn't overpowered. Now, can you open your refrigerator?
Yeah, man.
Do you see the button that actually has? I mean, you can you can push it and the light will go out. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, man. You ain't got nobody to just be able to check something outside, man. I mean, I'm in the fridge.
I understand, but push that button 5 times for me and see what it does.
The what? The light button?
Yeah, push that light button 5 times.
Come on, man.
Did it go off and on every time?
Yeah, it's off and on, man. Ain't nothing wrong with the refrigerator. The refrigerator's plugged in, man.
Okay. Now, here's what I want you to do. Right there, if you're in the kitchen, turn your sink on for me.
Turn the sink on? What they got to do with electricity, man?
Well, see, that's a nitro current. You wouldn't understand that, but I need you to turn that on for me, too. Just turn it on full blast. Got it on?
I got it on.
Okay, now go in your master bedroom.
I can turn it off?
No, let that water run. Go in your master bedroom and go in the bath for me. I appreciate you helping me out on this.
Man,
Quincy.
come on, man.
Quincy, I appreciate you.
I'm in a hurry. I mean, everything's working. I'm in the bath. What's up?
Okay, flush that toilet for me, Quincy.
Say what?
Flush that toilet for me.
Flush the toilet?
Yeah, flush that toilet.
Man, it ain't even electrical.
What it is, it's an aqua boogie.
Man, look, you need to get somebody. I'm okay. I'm gonna flush the toilet. It ain't no electrical plugs or nothing in this area, man.
Right, I understand that. You don't see what it is. This is an aqua boogie current that flows through that water. Flush that thing for me one time. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right.
Toilet works, man. You ain't got nobody in the area that could come out here and just check this out, man.
Quincy, I'm trying my best not to come out and turn your power off. And I know you got somewhere to go.
Why you gonna turn my power off, man? You supposed to be making sure the power stay on.
Right, I understand that. Now, Quincy, do you have a blender?
Yeah, I got a blender, man. I got a blender, I got a TV, I got a refrigerator, and they all work. The toilet works, everything works.
All right, what I want you to do is get this blender, and we'll just throw you a few cubes of ice or something in there and turn that thing on for me.
Come on, man.
We're almost done.
I got to get to work, man.
Just work with me, Quincy. I appreciate it, man.
This is just the blender. Come on, man. This some bullshit.
Yeah, that's that isometric current.
Electricity work in this house, man. You need to check the next house.
You don't have no problems with no smoothies or nothing in that thing, do you?
You serious? Man, what the hell that got to do with anything, man? I got to get to work.
I understand.
Listen. Be a minute, man. This going too far. Have somebody come out here or do this because I need to get to my job.
And I understand that.
Well, I could just call and have people go through the damn house playing scavenger hunt. I got to get to work.
Okay, now listen, Quincy, one last thing. Are you able to shut that breaker, put that breaker back on, and then shut off downstairs and then go upstairs and check some stuff for me?
Shut off what?
Shut off the breaker downstairs. Go ahead and turn it
I'm not shutting off no breaker downstairs. I shut off the one upstairs. We done turned on every damn thing down here. You didn't have me. I got the blender. I done turned on the microwave, the refrigerator. Come on, man. Flushing the toilets and I got to get to work.
Quincy, I need you to lose this attitude you got.
I need you to get somebody down here to do this. My electricity in my house work. It worked for you. Call me. The only thing ain't work is my ain't at work because I'm here doing this bull, playing off and on. Get somebody in here. This work.
Now don't piss me off and make me turn it all the way off.
Piss you off. My work. And when I get back from work, my still should be on.
I got one more thing I need to say to you, Quincy.
It better be the last thing.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your sister, Gail.
Gail better be in a witness protection program, man. Let me turn this water off, man. You got me.
Hey, man, let me ask you something, man. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
That's got to be the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And Tommy, you call me again, they going to be the show used to have Tommy on.
There it is, Shirley. That's Aqua Boogie.
That was my mom's favorite. My mom loved that one. She really did, yes.
February 14, 15, 16, you heard me. I've been talking about it. The nephew is coming to Killeen, Texas, brand new comedy club, twice as funny comedy club. Tickets on sale right now, so go get them, and then I am on my way to Florida. I'm keeping it in the lowland, trying to stay warm. February 23rd, 24th, and 25th, I am in West Palm Beach, Florida at the Improv. Tickets are on sale right now. The nephew is coming to town. Stupid on the loose. Y'all know how I do it. Stupid on the loose. On the run.
Yeah, we know how you do it now.
Okay, keep it stupid.
If
now.
you want to comment from us, oh yeah.
Boy,
we
my wife done found out I'm talking about her hot flashes on stage. I didn't got a whole. Yeah.
Oh, somebody snitched.
Yeah, somebody came back and told her that he doing
you
on
if they
stage.
can take money from the joke, they can be in the joke.
What you say?
If they can take money from the joke, they can be the joke.
Thank you.
Shoe money.
That ain't a good thing to say, Tommy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jay
brother.
said that he ain't got nobody.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is the Strawberry Letter. Could her ex be my next? Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And let me tell you, if you need some advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM. And all you have to do is just click Submit Strawberry Letter. We'll get your letter, and we could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one today, right now. Okay?
So get ready, y'all. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the Strawberry Letter.
Subject, could her ex be my next? Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm a single 38-year-old female, and I like dating older gentlemen. I'm open to online dating, and I have met some nice men on Facebook. So I often look at men's profiles and meet them that way. A handsome man in another city caught my eye, and I sent him a message. We chatted back and forth and found out that we have a lot in common, even though he is 12 years older than me. When we first started video chatting, I thought that he looked familiar, and we're from the same city, so I just figured our paths crossed somehow in the past. After we did our video chats for about a month, I mentioned that he looked very familiar, but I couldn't place him. He told me where he used to hang out and what his nickname is. My face dropped, and I got quiet. He asked me if I had finally figured out who he was. Yes, I knew exactly who he is. He is my sister's ex-boyfriend. He said he knew who I was the whole time, and was just waiting for me to figure out who he was. He said he wanted to see if I was going to be a grown woman about things and continue to chat with him, or if I was going to run away from something that could be so good for both of us. Even though he and my sister dated 15 years ago, I still stopped communicating with him. I told my sister what had happened and exactly how it went down. My sister told me to go ahead and talk to the guy. I told her that I could not date the same guy she dated. She told me that I should at least see where things would go with this guy. I do miss talking to him, but I'm still skeptical. What do you think? Could her ex be my next? Please help. Yeah. Is right. There is such thing as a girlfriend code. All women know this. It's an unwritten, unspoken rule where friends and sisters and things, you don't date your friends or your sister's exes. It's just not something you do. You just don't do it. It's weird. I'm a little torn here because your sister doesn't seem to adhere to the girlfriend code. She's a rare breed among women because most women would not want you to go anywhere near their ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, any of that. So it's interesting that she said you should hang in there and see where this date goes. It's also interesting that her ex is on to you and knew who you were and wanted to talk to you and was kind of pursuing you and things like that. That's interesting. So maybe he liked you, the entire time, which is kind of crazy if he was dating your sister. Yeah, it was 15 years ago. Yes, it was 15 years ago. There's still that girlfriend code out there. Now, if you do date this guy and it doesn't work out, are you and your sister still going to be tight and cool and everything? Or, is she going to start acting funny, feeling some kind of way about this? It doesn't seem like it in this letter, but people change, especially if you and her ex get really tight and, you guys marry or something like that could happen. So I don't know. This is a tough one. I don't know if I would do this, even if I did have my sister's blessing. Steve?
I don't care for this letter because it don't really mean nothing. Could her ex be my next? And you online talking to this dude. Now, the thing about this girl, I'm a little concerned about her because, she's a 38-year-old female and she likes dating older gentlemen. But maybe she just wants, because she ain't really said she looking for nothing. I like dating older gentlemen. I'm open to online dating. I met some nice men on Facebook. So I look at men's profiles and meet them that way. She just seems to be, it ain't nothing wrong with it. Maybe that's your life. She's just a serial dater to me. So trying to help her get hooked up don't really seem to be the objective in this letter. A handsome man in another city caught my eye. I used to send him a message. We chatted back and forth, found out that we have a lot in common. Even though he's 12 years older than me, when we first started video chatting, I thought he looked familiar. We from the same city, so I just figured out our paths crossed somewhere in the past. After we did our video chats for about a month, I mentioned that he looked familiar to you, and you couldn't place it. Then he told me he used to hang out, and his nickname is. My face dropped, and I got quiet. So he said, have you finally figured out who I am? And I knew exactly who he is. He was my sister's ex-boyfriend. Now, the dude knew who you were right away. Mm-hmm. But he wanted to see how long this game was. Here go the pimp move, though. He wanted to see if I was going to be a grown woman about things and continue to chat with him, or if I was going to run away from something that could be so good for both of us. Oh, dog, you for real?
Tricky, right?
Lady, you don't know what game is. Because if you don't think that's a game lie, I just wanted to see if you was going to be a grown woman about things. See, here's what's happening. He's an older man. Your sister was older. 15 years ago, you was what? How old was she? 23? Mm-hmm. 23. Mm-hmm. Sister was what? Maybe 34, 35, something like that. They was probably around the same age. I was going to see if you was going to be a grown woman about things and continue to chat me or run away from something that could be good for both of us. What was going to be good for both of y'all? He don't want really nothing from you but one thing, because you ain't told him you want nothing from him but one thing. You know why? Because you a serial dater. This just finna be another nice man you done met on Facebook, then slept with another relationship, and he gonna leave you too. Y'all want more when I come back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Lil Jon had commercials in the Super Bowl too.
Yeah, Lil Jon. But let me tell you this.
What?
Well, when we come back, I'm going to tell you the rest of it. But this is a setup. This is going nowhere. It has no intentions.
But aren't you shocked at the sister, though? Her response?
Well, I'm going to get to that as soon as I get back. I'm going to tell you why, too.
All right. All right, we're going to have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, could her ex be my next? All right, we'll have that coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, could her ex be my next? Wow. Yeah.
Well, like I said in the letter, this woman is online just dating people randomly, look like a serial dater to me. Ends up meeting this guy online that used to date her sister. It took her a month or so to figure it out, but finally she thought she recognized him. Then when he said, she asked him his nickname, she said that and where he lived, she got quiet. He said, have you finally figured out who I am? And she said, yes. He said, I knew who you were from the beginning, but I wanted to see if you was going to be a grown woman about things and continue to chat with me, or if you was going to run away from something that could be so good for both of us. Boy, in the world that says game recognize game, I recognize game. This is a cold line he done used on you. First, he challenged you to be grown up. Then he baited you with something that could be so good for the both of us. But since you ain't never established what you really want with none of these men, because you a serial dater and you like dating older men, so you just like dating. So now he figured it's going to be another day, he going to hit it and be gone.
Wow.
Now, you said, even though he and my sister dated 15 years ago, I still stopped communicating with him. I told my sister what had happened, so you and your sister got a good relationship, and exactly how it went down. My sister told me to go ahead and talk to the guy. I told her I couldn't date the same guy she dated. She told me I should at least see where things were going to go with this guy, because your sister know you crazy. Your sister know you're a serial dater, and your sister hoping something just stick for you. Because your sister done moved on.
Yeah.
She got her life. It's probably in a nice little bow and everything. But she wants you to have a great life. So she told you to go ahead. Then here you go. Because you going. So you just wait on me and Shirley give you go ahead. Because this is what you say. I do miss talking to you.
Yeah.
But I'm still skeptical. What you skeptical about? What do you think? Could her ex be my next? It's going to be according to you. Your sister done gave you the green light. You done said you do miss talking to him. And he done challenged you this could be something good for the both of them. But he ain't said what good he talking about. Do this man want you or do he just want something from you? If you take your time, you can figure out the answer to them two questions. But if you're going to rush back in and just go on and let him do what he want to do, then you're not going to know. And that's what I'm saying to you. Now, here's some danger to this right here. I can't imagine this happening with me and my brother. I got an older brother. I'm dating some woman he used to date.
Oh, yeah.
And I call my brother and go, hey, bro, I'm dating this girl. Nah, man, go ahead. See, but now, suppose my brother called me up every now and then to check on me, how me and her doing. But he got advice with it, though.
Like,
hey, man, be careful. You know she don't like chicken. What?
You don't like chicken?
What?
She don't like chicken.
Okay.
You know, just little
Yeah,
stuff like
things.
that. Hey, man. Let me tell you something. Don't mess around and get yourself slapped. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Don't mess around and get yourself slapped. Oh, she slapping people? Yeah, when she get mad, she'll bust you upside your damn head. Okay. Just calling with all kind of advice. And little bruh, boy, you wait till she do this to you. What?
Yeah. That's what happens.
Little bruh,
Why
just wait till she do
down,
it.
little bruh? Watch
It's too much. Yeah.
What happens when you date families.
Knock it down, little bruh. Knock it down, represent. See how you stack up. Hey, dog, ask her if she like big bro or little bro better. Call me back. Man,
Yeah, it's
I
too
don't
much.
get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I couldn't do it. But, you know, you're not me. You like dating older men and you're a serial dater and you don't want nothing, so you're going to probably end up seeing him, you know. So.
Her sister either really loves her or really hates her. I can't figure out which one.
Go ahead, you done tried everything. Go on over there. I told you, it's a reason I ain't with him.
Right.
Go on over there and see for yourself.
Yeah, I don't.
It could be that.
I don't
It
get
really,
it.
really could be.
But he
I
was
don't
just
know.
laying back, waiting for her to catch on. You know, so you're right about the part with the
Yeah.
game and everything. You know, waiting. He
So
knew
my
she
nickname,
was.
Goosey.
Yeah.
Goosey.
Goosey. Goosey.
You know, kind of like Goose Man. You know the Virginia governor.
Oh, that nickname. The one
Yeah, they
that
call
was in
him
blackface.
Goose. They
Yeah.
call me Goosey.
That was a stretch, but we got it. Yeah.
I know it's an obscure joke
It was,
reference.
yeah.
I really shouldn't have did that. but
we
you know.
got it.
You know when you're on the radio sometimes, they don't all work, you know. They can't all make it over the wall.
We understand.
Some of them's out.
Most of them do.
Yeah, but some of them's out, though, and that was a out. You hit a ball and they catch it at second base. Ain't nobody had to even jump.
So what should we tell her to not do this?
I mean, Shirley,
gonna
you
do
told
it
her
anyway.
that.
Yeah.
It only makes sense not to do it.
Not to do it.
But you know, that's what she want to do. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, of all the guys, so he's
Well, if
just
you're going to do it well.
What you don't want to hear
You're
is
going to do it, do it well.
Better.
Don't
You don't want to hear
half-ass
that.
what, Jay?
Your sister was better. You don't want to hear
it. Get Yvette back in here.
Yeah, this is not a good look.
Not a good
look.
Good,
Yeah. It could end badly. Yeah. All right. Well, if that's all we have, just don't do it. Don't date someone your sisters dated. Yeah. All right, guys, we got to get out of here. Leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram at Steve Harvey FM. Coming up in 10 minutes, Jay will bring the foolishness with his Say What segment right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, we're back. We have changed this segment from Say What to what Steve
WTF.
named it yesterday, WTF segment.
WTF is better. It is much better.
It feels good.
It does.
Explain it, guys. What is it? Explain what
Well,
you're
it's
doing.
when
WTF
somebody-
speaks for itself.
I know.
It speaks for itself. It's when somebody said something to you. You really didn't hear it, but you heard it. The only thing you can say is WTF. You kind of hear it, but you didn't hear it.
You don't believe what you heard.
You don't believe, you don't believe what you heard. So, for instance, like this. Hey, man, your number hit yesterday, but I forgot to play it.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, really?
Okay.
Man, that number hit big yesterday, dog. But, man, I forgot to play it. Or how about this one? You go to the dentist, and the dentist says, look, I don't know how to tell you this, but your teeth are fine, but your gums got to come out, okay?
What? My gums.
You got gingivitis.
Oh, God. WTF.
All right, WTF. All right, you're at the doctor's office. You're at the hospital. You're in the hospital. And
Okay.
the doctor comes to you and he says, I kind of got my charts mixed up. That's how you ended up with a breast transplant. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm only human. Oh, God.
I'm only human.
All right, let me jump in, Jay.
Okay,
You
what
got
is
one?
this? What are we doing? WTF?
This is
segment?
WTF.
WTF.
This is WTF. Hey, man, you and Connie's son, how old is that boy? He 18 now? 18. Wow. Hey, let me tell you. That's my son. What? I wanted to tell you, that's my son. And I know Connie ain't told you. You know.
You're just going to
All
blurt
right, I
it
got
out
one.
like that?
I got one for you.
Okay, come on.
You and a friend get pulled over by the cops. You drive it. It's your car. Woo! They pull you and say, hey, man, just be real cool. But I put a kilo in your trunk. What? You did what, dog?
What?
Yeah. Dog.
A whole kilo, man.
Dog.
Just be
Dog,
cool,
dog,
man.
just be
cool.
cool.
Just be cool. Be cool.
Why
Don't
bother
nothing.
telling him?
Just be cool. All right. Here go one. We're all here today for the reading of the will, and it seems like your daddy had a lot of money. I mean, a lot.
Uh-huh.
A lot of money. But he left it all to the cat. How about that?
What the?
What cat?
The pig.
Ain't got no blankety blank cat. Man, blank that cat.
WTF.
WTF.
Hey, listen, man. I know we can work this out. Listen, I'm the one that broke in your mama house, okay? But listen, but me and you can split everything if you don't say that.
What? Oh, what? Splitting my mama's stuff, man? Are you crazy, man? I'm gonna kill you.
This show is ignorant. This show is ignorant.
Okay, but I got something to tell you though. You broke in the house.
What?
You know, you tripping like that. Guess what? Hey, man, I wasn't gonna tell you this.
What?
Me and your mama kicking it.
My mama, dog?
Okay.
WTF.
Okay, I got one.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Hey, y'all, I had a bottle in the refrigerator. Now, it had the word tea on it because it was an old tea bottle, but that was a urine specimen I was supposed to be taking to the doctor, okay?
What?
I hate this show.
Okay.
It's so stupid.
WTF?
Hey, I know you You asked me to bring that weed over here. I got scared. I just want you to know. I just went to the bathroom. I got it out for you. Listen. You smoked it already? What?
All of it, man. All of it.
I'm high.
Hey, man, you and your roommate sitting up there. He tell you, man, look, I know you gonna trip. They came over here, man, they cut the gas off today, so I sold your car.
What? What? You finna get your ass.
What, dog? They cut the gas off. You sold my damn car. What?
Oh, man.
How stupid are we?
Ignorant.
You sold my car.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Ignorant.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Come on,
I
what?
don't need you to trip and get all crazy because I know how you are, okay?
I know how you do.
But you know when you that scratch on the side of your car,
Yeah.
well, it's got a dent right there now. Where you?
Yeah, you know that scratch you had on the side of your car? It's a dent there, man.
Oh, a dent.
Okay, WTF.
Hey, dog, I thought you said, didn't you say that was your cousin? That's not your cousin?
What?
Okay. Because now I was with her, but, so you saying that's your wife now? You got to make up your mind, man.
Okay.
You heard
Go ahead,
wrong.
Steve.
The last one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Close it out. Oh,
Hey,
my
man,
God.
the police came over here to talk to me today. I ain't know what else to say, man. I just told them to call you.
What?
We gotta go crazy, guys.
Yeah.
Coming up at the top of the hour,
It was
Steve.
closing in on me. I just said to call you.
Steve, you're gonna
Don't
tell
hold it no more, man.
tell the Steve Harvey Nation how we can join you on the beach this summer. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, it is time. People want to know Steve Harvey Nation is ready. How do we join you on the beach this October? We'll all be there.
Shirley, you'll be there.
Yes.
Carla will be there.
Yes.
Junior will be there for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Monica will be there.
Mm-hmm.
These two evil bastards won't be there.
Are you sure?
Evil?
They don't ever come.
I know.
Because we evil.
And everyone
That don't make us
always
evil.
asked about them. They
Yeah,
always
Jay
ask.
trifling ass actually asked me for a room for somebody else. And he wasn't coming.
Oh.
You black. Anyway, let's go. Listen to me. I'm offering this special for a short time only. This will be a great Valentine's gift. A great Valentine's gift. Valentine's Day is coming. Only $99 down can reserve your spot for October the 10th through the 14th, which is Columbus Day weekend. We are taking over the Hard Rock Casino Hotel in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, for 5 incredible days of nonstop fun. It is the Steve Harvey Sand and Soul event, baby. Here's what you get. And everybody can tell you they had a great time last time. It's all inclusive. Leave your wallet at home. We got all the food you can eat, all the alcohol you can drink. It includes 24-hour room service. We got jacuzzis and balconies in every single room. 13 swimming pools, got 11 restaurants, got 23 bars and lounges. We got unlimited resort credits and the largest casino in the Caribbean. Now, if that wasn't enough, I want you to get ready. Live, performing live, Genuine will be there performing live, everybody. We're going to have the incredible Showtime at the Apollo event. The Beauty Bar, again, hosted by my girl.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
My girl, Marjorie Harvey. We got a party at Sea Day Cruise going on. We got the Tears of Joy comedy show happening. We got the act. We got the Vault. It's called the Vault Masterclass now. It's no longer Act Like a Success. I've launched a new venture. It's called Vault. Vault Masterclass. We got the 80s party with Dougie Fresh performing live. We got cigars and cognac. All the cigars is hand rolled on site. We got the Casino Royale party, which simply means just come razor sharp, dressed to impress. We got the Red Light District concert with Anthony Hamilton. Woo. Red attire is suggested. It's just suggested. We doing a Red Light District concert. It's just suggested.
You don't look
I
mighty
bet
funny.
you I have on red.
Yes.
Are you on there, player?
You had it on last year, Steve, and it wasn't even a red light party. What?
Did I have on some red last
Yeah,
year?
you had a red. Yeah, remember in the daytime. You had on your, at the Toyota thing, remember? At Act Like a Success, you had on red. You had on all red. It was fly. Red,
I guess. Anyway, concert after party, Kid Capri performing. Make your reservations and leave your wallets at home. To book this, go to SteveHarveySandandSoul.com. SteveHarveySandandSoul.com, or you can call us. We got phone call operators standing by. 800-684-2825. That's 1-800-684-2825. Tell them Uncle Steve sent you. Now let's go. Let's show up and show out. But for a Valentine's Day special, $99. Put it in a box with your card and your candy and give it to your girl and say, hey, baby, we going to Punta Cana, and then we'll give you some payment plan after that. You got to get your money in, make it right. Come on, y'all, let's go.
You have to ask anyone. We had so much fun last year. We didn't want
Shirley, I had fun.
Yes. You were everywhere, Steve.
I was in the casino letting them have it.
Yes.
I was on the golf course. The golf course is actually nice, man.
It's beautiful there. We had so much fun. Yeah. You would love it, Tommy. You got to come. Because I'm tired of answering people.
Shirley, what did you just say?
I told Tommy he had to come.
Really? And
yeah.
What did he say, Shirley?
I didn't hear him say anything because I didn't finish what I was saying. I'm tired of people asking me, where's Tommy?
All right, Shirley. Shirley, he ain't even got to do nothing. It's a free vacation.
Yes, it's so much fun.
That's what I asked you. How was the golf course? That's what I asked.
Well, if you went, you would know.
Hell yeah. If we tell you, unless you come over there, what is this about? Damn, man.
Get him, Unc.
Fly your ass over there free, give your big ball ass sweet.
Yeah.
Take care of you and your girl.
And the people are beautiful. I mean, they're so nice. They have delicious pizza. You know how much you like pizza. We ate so much
Boy,
pizza.
let me tell you something,
there.
man. My security guard is Cuban, right?
Uh-huh.
This dude right here, man, because he speaks Spanish, he was over there. Them girls say, Mr. Harvey, we love you, but, oh, my God, the man, who is he?
The man?
I said, y'all can talk to him. He speaks Spanish. Oh, I know. He's so, them girls was over there.
It was
and he married for real. He ain't trying to hear it. Thank you. No problem. I'm at work.
Yeah, you got to go, though. It's a beautiful time. Beautiful, beautiful time.
It was a great time.
Yeah. You
missed it, man. One thing, I ain't going to beg you, though. Whatever.
Oh, I don't expect that.
Well, you should go. He shouldn't have to beg you.
You quit all that hollering.
Come on, Shirley.
You know better.
Sick of him.
Come on, Shirley.
You know better.
For real.
I am.
I'm sick of him, too.
Where's Tommy?
Hey.
Where's Tommy? Where's Tommy? I'm sick of
I'm
that.
really sick of Jay ass.
Oh, oh, Lord, and Jay.
Because Jay, thing about Jay is he'll tell you he coming and then won't come.
No, we knew
real
Jay was
trite.
going to be there. We said, okay.
Now, one thing about it, Tommy don't cancel. That damn Jay, I be there. Yeah.
Give me a room.
That is not my voice at all.
No, it ain't your
Yes,
damn
it
voice,
is.
but it show what you say though.
Jay, you know I'm Team Jay, but you've done me like that before.
All right, guys, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
Man, I'm coming, man. I'm coming.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A record number of employees called out sick yesterday after the New England Patriots won Super Bowl 53, guys. Companies reported an estimated 17.2 million employees missing work the day after the Super Bowl. All right, Carla and Junior.
And Jim, we had two of them.
Yeah.
We got two gone.
Okay.
Man, when they told me that them two wasn't here, but Tommy was here.
We all went, what?
Yeah.
Anyway, that resulted in the loss of roughly $4 billion in productivity. This is according to the Super Bowl Fever survey. This year marks the largest anticipated day of Super Bowl-related absenteeism since they began tracking this phenomenon back in 2005. Both employees and their bosses continue to play hooky the day after the big game.
Well, it was the worst big game ever.
It was.
Yeah.
That's
They can take
we
the
were
word
wrong.
big out in front of it.
We were round.
Big and super needs to be removed from this.
Yeah, it was just
Seriously.
a bowl.
Yeah, this was a bowl game. Bowl game 53.
a Super
They
Bowl.
can
That's what
stop.
It was
this,
not
man.
super at all.
No, man, I was sitting there, man, and so, I was with a group of people in this suite, and the guy said, this lady said to me, "Isn't this exciting being here?" I said, "You want my honest answer?" She said, "Yeah." And I said, "No, it's really not. It's kind of boring to me." She said, "Oh my God, I feel the same way. I was just trying to keep an upbeat attitude." She said,
That's funny.
"Oh my God, I feel the same way. I was just trying to keep an upbeat. I was hoping you had something to say." I said, "No, it wasn't nothing boring. This was not even cool."
Mm-hmm.
So I said, man, because I would have rather have stayed. I didn't want to go. My wife has never been to the Super Bowl, so she wanted to go.
Oh, that was nice of you to do that for her.
Yeah, and I invited all my sons. Jason couldn't come because he's sick. They had 50-yard line seats right behind the team.
Wow.
Watching nothing.
Went to say, "Dad, I love you, Father."
I love you, Father.
Yeah, I bet you do.
That was nice, Steve. That was really nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then my two oldest children, Brandon and Carly, came to the Honors Award the night before.
Uh-huh.
So that was really nice,
Yeah, you did your thing on the NFL honors. I don't know if we've said it enough, but
Did a good job.
yeah, you really did a good job, Steve. And Tommy wants you to host the ESPY Awards, is it?
ESPYs, baby.
Yeah. So this could be, a step to that. That could be your next level.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we gonna be on
ESPYs.
that.
No. I haven't. That's nothing for me. The NFL Honors was greatness.
Uh-huh.
Boy, we doing the ESPYs when they ask you, boy, stop.
No, I mean, if they asked me, but, the NFL Honors was like the best award show I've ever done because it was just like, man, I knew all the guys there. I'm a football fan, man.
And it seemed well organized, too. I like that. It was smooth.
Oh, it was the best ran show. Everything about it was cool, man. Everything about it was cool.
And you love an excuse to put on a tux. All right, we'll be back with blue cheese. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Donald Trump, our president, has accepted newly sworn-in House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's updated invitation to address a joint session of Congress. That'll be tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. It'll be Trump's second State of the Union address where he will lay out his agenda for his third year in office. Although Trump has reopened the government fully, the continued standoff about border wall funding goes on and will play a big part in his speech. Former Georgia gubernatorial candidate Stacey Abrams will be giving the Democratic rebuttal to Mr. Trump's address. That's good news. I'm sure she'll have a lot to say. In entertainment news, we're excited about our girl Rihanna. She has a brand new album on the horizon. A studio producer confirmed to Us Weekly that, yes, Rihanna has about 500 new songs for this project, but of course it's only one album, so they'll probably only choose about 10. So she'll have 490 left over. 400.
500.
500 new songs. That's like Prince territory, right?
Yeah, that's a vault.
I mean, that must be 500 people have submitted songs.
Well, it's just for
That's
her.
a lot of
yeah, that's a lot. And they're only picking 10, you know. Also in sad news, this is really sad news for Young and the Restless fans. Actor Christoph St. John, he has died. Christoph played the role of Neil Winters on Young and the Restless. He was in that role since 1991. It was a role that earned him 10 NAACP Image Awards. Law enforcement sources reported that one of Christoph's friends went to check on him at his home in the San Fernando Valley in Los Angeles and found his body. Paramedics pronounced Christoph dead on the scene. Yeah, you remember him. Yeah. Pronounced him dead on the scene and reported that there was no sign of foul play, but one force says that alcohol may have played a role. So, I don't know.
Oh, man.
R.I.P.
He's been around
yeah,
a long
time. Yeah, long time. And condolences to his family. Rest in peace.
That's sad, man.
Yeah,
That's
really
sad.
is. It really, really is. You never think about it. I remember when I used to watch Young and the Restless, he and Shamar Moore played brothers on that show, and he just got engaged in August, too, we understand.
Wow. Hey, and
Christoph St. John.
Condolences goes out to his family.
Absolutely.
And on another note, hey, I wasn't, we kind of touched on it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't aware of any Super Bowl boycott. Did you all know about a Super Bowl boycott?
In New Orleans, there was one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had one.
Yeah, I know that one.
No, they had
Okay.
But I know that
boycott.
Rihanna and Cardi B said they weren't performing at the Super Bowl to support Colin Kaepernick.
Right. When they initially asked them, they turned the halftime performance down.
Right. I mean,
because of
I'm
that.
not. I didn't know of any organized boycott.
No, I don't
of
think it
any
was
kind.
anything organized. No,
Okay.
people were talking about it. Yes.
The whole French Quarter did a blackout, just to let you know.
Oh wow.
And you really boycotting this game wouldn't hurt nobody because it wasn't nothing to see, man.
The lowest scoring game in the history of the Super Bowl.
No.
53.
Let's quit calling it that. The worst game we've ever seen played in the Super
Really?
Bowl.
The worst? Wow.
No, I've never seen a worse game.
It was pretty bad.
All right, guys, that's enough of this. We are moving on. We're going to come back with Steve's closing remarks. Last break of the day. We'll be back at 49 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are. Last break of the day. It's been a good day. You guys have really, really clowned and really embarrassed me today. Okay?
That's good.
You're welcome,
It's a good
Sharon.
thing.
So then that was a good day, right?
Thank you. You're welcome. Hope you enjoyed it. We've got more.
But before we get out of here, Steve, you're going to leave us with some enlightening closing remarks.
Well, my remarks today are just a reminder, as I have to remind myself, that the thing that you do have full and complete control over is your mind. We've all got to understand that part of it. Yeah. See, we've all got to understand that part of it, that you have a say-so in this matter. And in this coming year, what I'm trying to get everybody to just be a constant reminder to you that you've got to stay upbeat. You've got to stay appreciative and grateful and thankful, even in the midst of difficulties. See, that's a hard part. But what will help you through the difficulties is the realizing that you have recovered and gotten through so many other previous challenges and disappointments and difficulties. So in that, what I try to do, and I'm not always successful, everybody. I want you to understand that. I wish I had it mastered. But what I try to do as often as I can is stay in the positive light. I try to look at everything that's happened to me with a beacon of light shining on it. even when it looks dark, because the only way out of darkness is with light. You can't combat dark with more dark. So here it is. When haters attack you this year, if you attack them back with hate, it becomes a spin cycle now. You are now involved in the cycle of hate. And so now when you cast hate to them, they're going to recast it on you. Then somebody else that know them starts hating on you, and somebody that know you start hating on them. And now y'all in a vicious spin cycle, and the hatred has turned into a bigger ball than it actually is. When what could have stopped this whole thing would have been when you were first hit with the darkness, when you were first hit with the untrue rumor, when you first came under attack. If you didn't swing back, hard to have a one-man fight. If only you had not swung back, the fight wouldn't have grew into what it is today. And it's hard to do that, man. Do I understand that? Yeah, it's hard to do. Am I a human being? Yes, I am. Do I face times when I want to do something different? Yes, I do. Do sometimes I end up doing something different, regrettably? Yes, I do. But the times when I do get it right, the times when I do manage to hold my peace, the times when I do manage to hold my tongue, the times that I do manage to bite down and grit it and just take it, it ends far quicker. I don't give it legs. Don't give people gasoline to throw on the fire they trying to start at your house. I just try not to provide you the gasoline, the starter fluid. I just try not to. Now that's hard, but I'm telling you, man, and it's so much energy that you have to give to deal with haters. You got to muster it up every time you see them. You got to respond every time you see a post. You got to comment on every comment. No, man. No. Stop feeling though as you got to comment on every time somebody say something bad about you or negative about you. They don't know you. They have no idea who you really are. They don't. And because they done lied on you, nothing they can say gonna make it true. That's one of the ones I had to learn, y'all. That just because a person lies on you is not gonna make it true. You lied. I don't have to buy into that. And so now, man, I've just learned, and I'm trying to get better and better. But I invite all of you in 2019 to move yourself forward with the right attitude. Don't stay on the wall. Listen to me. Stay on the wall. Don't get off the wall addressing stuff that you ain't got time for. And if you can forgive a person, do that. It's in your best interest. Because remember, forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. It's so you don't have to react every time you see them. It's so you don't have to feel some kind of way sitting by yourself. It's so you don't have to keep rehashing it in your mind. I forgive you. Not forgiving a person, and I've said this 100 times before on this show, not forgiving a person is like you drinking the poison, waiting on them to die. Bishop Jakes taught me that. I will never forget it. Y'all, stop drinking the poison. You better than that. Don't deal with the haters. You better than that. Fix your attitude. If you change your attitude, you change your altitude. Y'all have a great weekend. I'm so happy.
Drop that mic.
Let me drop.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.